Hi, my name's Lanisha. I'm 35 years old and I have been living with polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, and uterine fibroids. My menstrual cycle wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Fast forward some years later, I got married and was enjoying life, getting on with life, going on holiday, having fun. But then I started experiencing some cramping and pain in my lower abdomen. That journey has been very emotional. It's been quite difficult to navigate because I didn't feel like I had any kind of support system. I was given a diagnosis of PCOS and fibroids from my GP and kind of sent on my merry way. I wasn't given any information. I wasn't given any leaflets about my condition, about symptom management, about treatment, or anything like that. So I had to kind of take things into my own hands. And I just feel like there needs to be some kind of gap or some kind of to gap the point of a woman's diagnosis. And so I've had to do a lot of my own research and a lot of gathering a lot of my own knowledge in terms of that journey. I also feel like women should have the right to advocate for themselves. I feel like sometimes our voices are lost and we're not able to amplify that, or we're disregarded or not listened to, especially as a Black woman, a woman of colour, a woman of ethnic minority backgrounds. And so I really feel like there's a lot of disparities, there's a lot of systemic racism that we often experience, and I feel like that needs to be taken into consideration and we need to be taken seriously. Fortunately, I was able to conceive, and that was very emotional and that was very difficult. And so I know that there are couples that are on that journey as well. At the time that I had my daughter, Black women were 5 times more likely to die during pregnancy and childbirth. So I just feel like she needs to be taken seriously, and just to make sure that when we are going through labour and childbirth, that we're not just dismissed or not prevented from having pain relief, because there are these statistics, and you do see in the news, in the media, Black women passing away and losing their life, as do their children, because they're not taken seriously because of that systemic racism. For me, I would love to see a service that could bridge that gap between a woman's diagnosis and her treatment journey. So whether it be group work, whether it be one-to-one consultancies, whether it be drop-in, clinics for women, signposted to online forums and online groups. But I just feel like there needs to be a bit more of that community feel, and really just pushing that for women, making sure that they are signposted to the right places and the right services to meet their needs, and to explore options, not just to have surgery to remove her fibroids, but to look at more healthy options, holistic options for Black women. I'd just like to mention kind of like the research and the changes that I made in order to conceive. I then went on to have my son in 2023. I got pregnant with him, and that only took me 5 months as opposed to 2 years the first time. So I made a lot of changes to my diet, movement, exercise, my environment, things that I use on my skin, my hair care products, things that I, utilize in the environment as well. So it's really important that, as women, that we are advocating for ourselves, both in the maternal medicinal space, but also just taking that control for ourselves and making the relevant changes in order to improve our health and the outcomes we need.